everybody, it's Phantom. This is gonna be my first moto vlog for my YouTube. Tested this audio setting that I have going on with it, with my bike mini. So we'll see how that turns out. But yeah, hope everybody's having a wonderful day. The weather isn't the greatest, but I mean, you know, can't complain unless at least it's not raining and it's not like super cold. I guess the first thing I could talk about, since this is gonna be on my YouTube channel, is what I'm riding. You know, I'm riding a 2025 Yamaha R7. It's the Yamaha blue color. I love this color. I'm glad I went with the blue instead of the black. I just slowed down on me. Geez. Anyways, what was I saying? Well, yeah, I got the Yamaha blue color, and I'm glad I didn't get the black one. I was able to see both colors when I went to the dealership, and I was sold on the blue. And I'm glad I got the blue because, man, it looks good when you take photos of it, especially when it's nighttime and you got some lighting on the background. It looks fantastic. And I do post a bunch of those photos on my Instagram, so if you guys can, please go follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I know that most of you guys that are coming to watch this is probably going to be from my TikTok, because I'm going to post something to announce that I made a YouTube video. So, but yeah, please go follow my Instagram and my TikTok, phantom.yzfr. That's where I post, or my Instagram is where I post my photos. And you'll see why I'm glad I got the color blue instead of the black. But yeah, I've done some mods to my bike. I don't really want to go into details yet because I kind of want to make a video dedicated to that on my YouTube channel on all the mods that I've done. Because I've done a decent amount of mods on this bike. Do I plan on doing any more mods after? Or not after. Do I plan on doing any mods later? No. The only thing left that I would consider doing is a flash tune. But even that, I don't really want to waste money on that. You know, because I'm thinking about upgrading my bike by the end of this year or the beginning of next year. And I have two bikes in mind that I really want to upgrade to. One is the Yamaha R9 that just came out this year, and the ZX6R, the 2025 ZX6R. Yes, it's not a Yamaha. Obviously, it's not. It's a Kawasaki bike, but you know, why not the R6? Well, they stopped making the R6, and I don't really want to get something that's outdated. I really want to get a bike that's kind of updated with technology. That's the reason why I'm thinking about getting the R9. You know, being able to have cruise control and you know, all the electronics that a modern bike should have at this point. I mean, yeah, it's not a 4-cylinder screamer like a R6 or a ZX6R, but you know, it still makes a lot of power down low. Like my R7, you know, it makes a lot of power down low, so it's actually really nice because it's super twerky, and I actually kind of like that. But I still definitely need to go and test ride both bikes, the ZX6R and the R9, to see which one I like and see them in person. I've seen the ZX6R in person, the 2025 model. I mean, it looks fantastic. Don't get me wrong, it looks absolutely beautiful. But I don't know. The Yamaha blue color, man, is just, it just hits different. So if I see that R9 and I see it in the Yamaha blue, I might be sold. And I know that some people are like, oh, the winglets on that R9, it doesn't, you know, it looks ugly with those little winglets. But I mean, from what I've heard, people that's seen it in person says that it looks really nice with those winglets, and that, you know, the videos and the pictures don't do it justice. So we'll see when I see it in person what's gonna happen. The only reason why I would get the ZX6R is because it's a inline four, you know, it's a screamer. It's like the R6, just that they, you know, Kawasaki still makes the ZX6R versus how Yamaha stopped making the R9 and, or not the R9, but, you know, Yamaha stopped making the R6 and replaced it with the R9. And, like, you know, the pricing is really close. I mean, I think the R9 is just like a couple thousand more. So to get all of that for the same price, you know, you can't beat that. And tell me, what do you guys think? You know, should I get the ZX6R or should I get the R9? You know, I want to know what you guys' opinions are. And, you know, maybe suggest another bike, you know, that maybe I should look into. I mean, trust me, I've looked at all bikes to upgrade to, but I'm just saying, like, you know, if you have a bike that, in your opinion, is better than the R9 and ZX6R, then, you know, put it in the comments and tell me why, you know, so we can have a conversation. You know, don't shy away. You know, everybody has an opinion, and your opinion may be valid. But, yeah, if you guys, you know what? I want to know what you guys are riding, honestly. You know, what bike are you guys riding? And what was your first bike? That's a great question. Put down what bike you're riding and what bike you start off with, you know, and the reasons why you started with that bike and the reasons why you upgraded, or, you know, upgraded to, because, you know, you might have had like multiple upgrades to that bike and why you did it. You know, I would like to hear your guys' story. You know, my story, obviously, why I got the R7, because I love how Yamaha looks. You know, when I first was looking at bikes, the two bikes I was looking at was I guess three. I was looking at the R3, Yamaha R3, the Kawasaki 500, because they just came out with the 500 a couple years ago. Oh, is it a couple years ago? I think it was like 2023. So it's been 2 years, I think. So they upgraded from the 400 to the 500. So I was looking at the Ninja 500, and then I was looking at the R7, because, you know, the R7 has been out for about 3 or 4 years. And, you know, decided, all right, you know, I've watched all these YouTube videos of which bike I should start off on. Obviously, everybody's going to be saying, you know, start on the R3 or the Ninja 5 or Ninja 400, actually. You know, start on a smaller CC bike. But, you know, everyone has their own opinions about things and, like, where you should start. In my opinion, get a bike that you know you are going to love to ride every single day, you know, to get your hours in. I think that's the most important. You know, it could be a 400 or a 250cc bike, or a 600cc bike, or a 1000cc. You know, God forbid that you decide to do a 1000cc, but if you do, like, get a bike that you're gonna want to put hours onto, because who wants to get a bike and be like, oh man, this is not what I expected it to be, you know, I don't like it, and then you end up regretting it and not wanting to put hours on your bike, you know, because the only way to get better at riding is, you know, putting your butt on a bike, you know, riding. So I'd say get a bike that you know you're gonna put hundreds and hundreds of hours on, man. Because I keep seeing these people are saying like, man, you need to start on a low CC bike. Yes, obviously you do, because of the whole idea of starting on a weaker bike so that you can improve your skills. But if you get on a bike and you end up saying, man, I do not like this bike at all, then almost busted my butt right there, Jesus. But yeah, get a bike that you know you're gonna ride, man. Because man, the amount of people that I see say you should get this, you should get that, dude, get what you want. But yeah, I guess that's about it. I don't really have anything else to talk about, and I'm almost home. So, you know, thank you for joining me. If you're still here at the end of this video, thank you for sticking around and watching the whole video. I really appreciate it. You know, please hit the subscribe button. Go follow me on my Instagram and my TikTok, phantom.yzfr. And also leave a comment, you know. Leave something in the comment section. You know, I'll reply to you. But yeah, thank you for joining in and listening to me and enjoying the ride with me today. So, you know, have a wonderful day, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Oh Lord, this is so sketchy.